Hey guys, what's going on? It's Underlordtico here, bringing you guys a video of Dragon's Dogma. I'm going to be talking a little bit today about vocations, and I guess your vocations are your skills and what class your character is. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty much go through the classes that I can change to now with my main character, with my main player. And I got Ranger, I got I got Fighter, Strider, Mage, Warrior, Ranger, Sorcerer, Mystic Knight, Assassin, and the Magic Archer. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how it goes, the process of changing your classes and changing your vocation. And the way it goes, the moment you change one of your vocations, that anytime you want to change that back to that vocation is always going to be free. For example, I started out with my main character, started out with him as a Strider, and then I switched to a Ranger. And now as soon as I get him all the way to level 10 in his vocation, I believe that's level 10 or level 9, I'm not sure. Anyways, as soon as I get him maxed out on his vocation, I'm going to go ahead and switch him to Assassin. Now the way this works is the skills between each of the classes, they're actually interchangeable, but you don't really notice that unless you actually look at the skills you're getting. So I want to go ahead and show you exactly right now the skills I got set as a Ranger. So let me go to learn and set skills, or actually I'm going to go to learn skills first. And I will tell you a few things. Whenever you go to your, for example, if you change your vocation between a Strider and between Ranger, you're going to notice that both of them use daggers as their primary weapons. So any of the skills you buy as being a Strider will also carry over to being a Ranger, but you will have to unlock them. You will actually have to level up to unlock them, but the moment they unlock, you will already own them. They will already be yours. It's not like you're gonna have to buy them again. They're gonna be yours already. So any skills that you share between the primary weapons are always gonna change over to another class that has that primary weapon. So if you use a primary weapon that's also usable by another class, let's say for example, both Ranger and Strider use dagger as a primary weapon. So when I switch to Assassin, the Assassin is going to have, if I use a dagger as the primary weapon of the Assassin, all the skills for the dagger that I already bought, they're also going to carry over, and I'm going to have to buy them again. So that's a good way to use those skills. So every skill that's pretty much has appeared for my Ranger class that I already bought for my Strider class, I haven't had to buy. All of them that appeared were already bought, so I don't have to buy them. So I can change them anytime I want. Now, the core skills are skills that are actually shared between classes as well. And these skills actually, they don't really specify that much, but you can see it in the bottom in the description. For example, this one says it's only a longbow skill, and it's only for Rangers. So pretty much only Rangers use longbows. So this skill only works for Rangers. But at the same time, if you're a Strider, the Strider actually has the same skill. It says quick loose, but instead in the bottom it says bow skill. So that one only works while you're using the bow. So if you become an Assassin, and an Assassin can carry a bow, not a long bow, just a bow, then he can use this skill from the Strider class that works for bows only. So that skill is also interchangeable. The same thing goes for skills like forward roll, double bolt, the round delay, the engrave. All those skills work for daggers. So that means all those skills are going to work for for the Strider. They're going to work for the Ranger. They're going to work for the Assassin. Now this is the most important thing right here. The most important thing I learned while changing my skills between different classes was that the augments. The augments are skills that work for any single class. That means any single class that you choose to, if you choose to be a warrior, if you choose to be a fighter, if you choose to be a mage, you choose to be a sorcerer, a mystic knight, an assassin, a ranger, a strider, whatever it is you choose to be. Every skill you get that is an augmenting skill, that's something that augments your character in one way or another, all those skills are interchangeable between each. For example, longevity. This one actually is a Strider. It's a Ranger skill. It increases your health, and this one increases the range of your lantern, and it actually makes it like twice as much. Or your lantern is twice as bright, so it can pretty much like show things twice as far away. The efficacy. These are new ones. So anytime you get these skills, they're also going to work for any other class that you get. So for example, like this one increases the potency of curatives that you use. So if you're a Ranger and you get this skill, and if you become a Warrior, then you're still going to have this skill active. This skill is going to be active. It increases cumulative damage to foes that debilitate with non-arc magic attacks. This skill is also going to work for any other class that doesn't use arc magic attacks. It causes your arrows to fly further. this skill is going to work for every class, but since it only works for arrows, and if you're not using a class that doesn't have arrows, it's not going to be available because you're not shooting with arrows. But if you're using any class that has arrows, including the class that has the, what do you call it? The class that actually uses, actually let me go to it since I cannot remember the name of this class. The class that uses a mystic bow, the magic archer. This class uses the magic bow, a mystic bow. And this class, that skill will actually apply for this class. I actually went ahead and, as you can see right now, like I got some of my classes set, but what I did is I actually went ahead and I made a save file, and I interchanged between each one, and I kept interchanging between classes and learning everything I could about each before I did this video. That way I can know exactly how everything worked. So pretty much anything that works for a bow is going to work for anybody that shoots with arrows. So that's actually pretty cool. I think I want to show you, for example, is actually, let me go to learn and set skills, and let me go to set skills. For example, I'm gonna actually show you guys my augments right now, and right now for this file, this is my primary file, because all the other ones I use, like as soon as I finish going over all the vocations, I just exited out them files. But for this file, as you guys can see, pretty much I got my ranger and I got my strider set. So any of the skills that I got here, they're both from both classes. For example, endurance, I got a set. I got radiance, longevity, damping, grit, and I also got the leg strength. But some of these skills I got them from the starter class, but I'm also able to put them on the ranger class. Now I want to go ahead, and while showing you this, I want to go ahead and change my vocation, so that way you guys can see what I mean. So I'm a ranger right now. I'm a level 6 ranger, and I'm a level 10. I guess level 10 or 9, whatever that is. I cannot count right now. I'm not even counting. But okay, let's go to assassin real quick, and let's waste 1500 discipline points. The only thing you really gotta worry about is that the classes don't interchange your weapons. Like you gotta actually look to see what weapon the class uses, because otherwise, you know, you won't be able to use the weapons. Like for example, like assassin does use daggers as a primary weapon, so all my other weapons work for it. But it only uses bows for the secondary weapon, so the bow, this long bow doesn't work for it. So that's the only thing you really got to worry about. And also some of the equipments, but for the most part, strider, ranger, and assassin, they're all interchangeable. But if I were any of you, I would go from the basic vocation strider, then to the advanced vocation, which is the ranger, to increase my skills with using the bow for long range skills and plus other augments. And then I will go to the assassin, which is pretty much the hybrid between the two, which actually boosts up the skills between the two a lot. So anyways, I got these classes right here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to learn or set skills, so that way you guys actually can see. I'm going to go to set skills first, so that way you actually can see the skills that are already set. So I got the sword, and this is the skill that's set already. That rushes a target and visit a powerful blow upon them. So as you guys can see, for the ranger, this is the only one I got available right now. And this is because I need to level up. First you need to level up your class, and then you'll unlock other skills that you already got from the other two classes, from the strider and the ranger class. Now if I go ahead, actually this is for sword, I'm sorry. But yeah, but this will work the same for sword. But for example, for the dagger, we already got all the skill set for the dagger, so are interchangeable between the other classes. If we go to bow, we already got a bunch of skills on the bow, which I got from the other time. And actually, whenever you go to the skills, you can actually see exactly what they work with. If you look at the bottom right corner right now, and right there where it says in the description, an advanced form of full bend that requires less time to knock the arrow, enabling faster successive firing. If you look at the bottom, the little emblem right there, the little emblem actually tells you. So pretty much the 2 knives there for strider, and then one that has 3 knives facing to the left side, that is for ranger. I think that's the way it works. So pretty much that skill only works for those 2 classes, or actually. No, actually, let me see. The one with 3 knives is for assassin, and the one with 2 knives is for strider. So I'm sorry, I was mistaken. I made a mistake there. So the one with the 3 knives is for assassin. The one with the 2 knives is for a strider. So those works interchangeably between those. So for example, let's see here. Let's see with the daggers. Now with the daggers, a little bit different, because with the dagger, you can actually click on them. As you can see, the dagger pretty much works with anything that has a dagger. So it doesn't matter which class you have at. As long as you're using a dagger, it's going to work for it. So you know that's actually pretty cool. But all right, let's go ahead and get back real quick. Let's go ahead and learn some skills. As you guys can see right here, the sword, I haven't done anything with the sword in this one. This one is already bought because I already bought it in my other class. For the bow, I already bought that one. You do get some new skills that are only what do you call it, specific to certain classes. Like this one, the puncture dart is only specific to it. These skills are core skills. You can see right now. It says it's a sword and mace skill. That means if you got them, it would only be interchangeable with sword and mace. So pretty much it would only be interchangeable with the main fighter class, and it would only be available with the main mage class. Because arc magic, the sorcerer only uses arc magic. It doesn't use a mace. It uses arc magic, arc stick, I guess we call it. And watchfulness. Now this, like I said, the augments are the ones that are going to work for every class. So this one is pretty cool because this one has the severity of wounds you sustain while your blade is sheathed. So this is actually pretty cool because, for example, this one will, as long as we got our blade out, as long as we got our sword or knives out, any damage we take is going to become half. It's going to be halved. So if we go ahead and we change our vocation again, we go ahead and we change our vocations and we go to a warrior class. Real quick, let's switch to warrior. And then let's exit out of here. Let's not change equipment. Now let's go ahead and learn our set skills.
What will it be today?
Let's go to learn skills and let's go to augments. And this one is greatly reduces the damage of physical attacks. Now you might think that this doesn't work that way, but for example, if I click this one, if I click to buy this one, and then I go ahead and I click to buy the other one that I had for Strider, assuming I have enough points to buy both, and I equip them both. For example, I can go like this, get it, then go to change enable skills, then I go to augments, endurance. I can change any of these for it, which is the one that I just bought, which is the, let's see real quick here, Bastion. Greatly reduces damage sustained in physical attacks. So you could pretty much make a Strider or Ranger that's strong against physical attacks. You could pretty much make it a hybrid between the two classes, because the only thing that really matters between the classes or vocations is the skills, is the augment skills and the core skills. The core skills and augment skills are the only ones that matter. The actual skills for the weapons, they only matter as long as you're using that weapon. But the core skills and the augments, they're the one that works for everything and pretty much interchangeable between classes. So those, assuming you're not trying to max out the classes, pretty much what I was trying to say, if you're trying to like pretty much max out the classes, this doesn't work for you. Because for example, if you're trying to get a trophy, I'm gonna actually show you right now that we already got a trophy. I'm gonna show you the trophy for getting the classes and for getting one class fully maxed out. And this means buying everything on one vocation, like everything that one vocation has available. It's called the Specialist Trophy, and I already got everything for my main class, for my Strider class. I bought everything that you could for it. I already got every single skill you could for that class. You already got that. But you don't want to do that for every single class. If you want to, what you want to do is make a strongest possible character. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and increase the level of each class you play as, or each vocation you play as, and increase their level all the way to level 9 or their max level, their max skill level, and get every core and every augment skill that it is interchangeable with the main primary class you want to use. In a sense, you pretty much want to go to every single class and every single vocation and get every augment skill you got, and then get every core skill that's going to work with the main weapon you're going to be using, with the main class you're going to be using. And that way you can create the ultimate pretty much fighter, the ultimate character. And that's pretty much all, guys. So I guess hopefully that was a little bit detailed on how the vocation works. So hopefully I didn't ramble on a lot. I kind of like go into a lot of detail about little things that really some people don't really care about, or some people actually already know. But it's always good to go ahead and tell people everything, you know. So anyways, that is all, and hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know if it was helpful, and let me know if you know, if you're going to use this, because I'm certainly going to be using it. I'm going to go as soon as I finish my Strider class and my Ranger class. Either my Strider class already complete, but as soon as I finish my Ranger class and finish upgrading all the skills for the augments and all the skills for the bow, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my assassin and focus everything I got on my augments for my assassin. That way I can get all the little skills from that, and from there I'm gonna go to being a warrior. That way I can get all the skills for being physically enhanced to the max, because that's what a warrior does. Warrior becomes physically enhanced to the max. So anyways, that is all, guys, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, and leave me your comments below and let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.